Voltamos com GreedFall no canal. No último vídeo a gente falou com a mestra da sabedoria, procurando a cura sobre a peixe gris. Não deu em nada, ela só apontou pro Deus Mil Faces. E agora a gente vai falar com esse chefe do conselho aqui, ainda em busca da peixe gris.
You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the worst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you will be welcome. If not, you are wasting your time and mine.
O quê? Não consigo depois te ajudar? Eu não posso falar com a irmã da senhora, não? Ela não virou mal? Gente. Será? Tô achando que não. É bem o que eu achei. Eu correr pra cá, vai dar o quê? Não vai dar em nada. Calma. Beleza, mas aguardar como, filho?
You have returned.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could... How can I will return.
If you have a...
Tá, mas... será que eu tenho que dormir? Tem algum acampamento por aqui? Hein? Não tô entendendo mais nada. Quero encontrar algum membro do conselho disposto a ajudar. Ah, mas o conselho não tá lá dentro. Como que eu vou fazer isso? Eu tenho que dar um ronco? Não. Dormi o dia mesmo. Ah lá!
Third tier to Mad. Why are you wearing the same clothes as a Renaigse?
Oh, meu Deus. Pelo amor de Deus. Tá, calma aí. Tá certo então. A missão ficou falando desse de aguardar até o membro do até encontrar o membro do conselho disposto a ajudar. Tá bom então. Eu sinceramente não sei o que é, mas vou fazer outra missão enquanto isso. O segredo do príncipe. Vamos falar aqui com a Almirante.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the Congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Matheus, has problems with certain members of Ptolemy. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Ah, malandrinha. Tá. Petrus. Cadê o Petrus?
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she
Esse cara tem
wants
treta com
something in
todo mundo,
exchange.
cara. Acho que eles não têm treta com Kurt ainda.
She told me that her men posted at San Matheus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Matheus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Ptolemy, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Ptolemy lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
Ok.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Tá, então vamos botar ele na equipe. Vamos tirar a senhora e botar o Petrus. E vamos viajar. Que isso? Ah, tá. No nível 4. Certo. E aí, será que vai ter algum efeito da cidade depois do que eu convenci eles a revelarem? Guerra civil, quebra-quebra. Quebrei o dogma deles. Ninguém vai tirar esse bicho daí, tô até vendo. Eu acho que ele não vai gostar muito de ouvir a gente, mas vamos lá.
Yes? I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature. Just like
ele sabe feitiçaria?
used by the natives. And to top it all
Ô Vasco,
off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin,
Nossa senhora.
calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us?
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Eu, hein? Sinceramente não tô entendendo nada. Tá. Eu vou... Mano! Que eu tô investigando isso pra ele, cara? Tá bom, mas vamos investigar, vamos. Beleza, então. Eu tenho roupa dos Náuticos? Não. Vou comprar.
Don't hesitate to have a rummage.
Ok. Oh, droga.
Goodbye. May the enlightened...
Ah, mano, pelo amor de Deus, eu vou ficar escutando o bispo do Mistos aí. Vamos falar com o Almirante lá. Bora, camarada. Contigo que eu quero falar.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Teleme. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naut's secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet.
Melhor investigar os náuticos desaparecidos. Ah, vai ser por aqui já? Tá. Como que eu vou investigar os náuticos desaparecidos aqui? Sai perguntando?
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors, some Nauts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Nauts are up to.
And what do these mage inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the inquisitors roaming around the island. Especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Naught's secrets.
Eu não entendi muito bem. Mano, eu não sei de mais nada. Ah!
Good day. I'm looking for two men, Naught's, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor. A nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Ok. Pra taverna então. Eu tô sem a roupa dos Náuticos. Se bem que eu posso pegar do Vasco, né?
We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seem to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Naught's were captured not long ago. You had to have seen something.
You are mistaken, my son. You've been misinformed.
You know I have Mother Cardinal's ear. Is she aware of your initiatives?
I do not appreciate this attempted intimidation. But very well. Since you insist, these Naught's were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really don't realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
Cautela, meu filho. Só chega lá, vamos mandar o papo. Solta eles. Eu tô meio perdido nessa missão, cara. Tô investigando... Hã? O quê? Não. Pelo amor de Deus, cara. Ah, eu entrei na taberna. Ô, desgraça. Ok. Para baixo. Onde é que eu solto eles? Onde é que eu solto eles? Aqui.
Halt! You have no authority to go any
Ordo
further.
Luminis. O quê?
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while, but be discreet.
Eu achando que não ia.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us.
Quando que eu vou poder dissolver essa Ordo Luminis?
Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we do not discover anything reprehensible, we will have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
Bom, agora me convenceu. Ok, vamos investigar os Náuticos então. Tá. Já foi automático. E para fazer isso, calma, vai, toma isso aí, me dá isso aí. Essa roupa dos Náuticos é bonita, hein? É tão mais fácil e disfarçado. Realmente que os Náuticos são burrinhos. Olha lá. Coitados.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Nauts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
Bom que o Vasco já tem tanta moral com ele que já não faz mal eu perder. Onde é? O quê? Onde é esse hangar? Ah, tá. É bom poder fazer as coisas tranquilamente. Também que o stealth desse jogo é bem mal ou menos. O jogo não consegue saber onde vão estar os camaradas. Ó, eu sou um de vocês. Tá. Ah, tinha outra entrada. Que é isso aqui?
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this.
Nossa, eles estudam astronomia?
This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
Caraca.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
Tem mais? Ah, tá.
These instruments are incredible and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Tá suave, rapaz. Boca de Siri. Vamos embora.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Agora, tira essas roupas de mim. Eu já não podia falar com a Mari Cardenal? Eu não posso mandar pedir pra ela, né? Impede aquilo. Cara, mas a Ordo Luminis deve estar com tanta raiva de mim, cara. Eu literalmente aferrei com tudo que eles queriam fazer. E faria de novo. Não vou mentir, eu faria de novo. Olha. Aqui. Ah, foi aqui que eu fiz a última missão. A última missão é... Enfim, uma missão há mal tempo atrás. Oh, merda. Ah, tinha que fazer não, hein. Nossa, tomei um susto aqui. Ah. Legal. Ok. Provas contra a Inquisição.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
E aí, será que nessa missão eu mato a Louise? Ah, eu podia entrar de boa. Hã?
Your Eminence.
Sir, decided?
Ué,
I must leave.
Naturally.
tá bom então, tem que falar com ele.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries
agora,
made
hein?
during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
A cara de...
The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I
No.
would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious
Ele
accusation.
falou isso do lado dela.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Naut's tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained.
And are you going to tell them? You know how vital this information is to us.
Your secrets have already nearly cost the lives of your own men. It's time they were revealed. There were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I caught
Só perdi
wind
com...
of a
Vocês viram? Só
ridiculous
perdi com
scheme
os
planned for the
Náuticos.
port by the
O
Ordo
Vasco,
Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up.
ele continuou
I
de
was
boa.
able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Ah. Cara, essa mulher tá... Ela tá ajudando muito, cara. Ela tá me ajudando muito. E ainda assim, eu e o Pedro, a gente vai meio que chantagear ela. Como é que tá minhas relações com as facções? Os Náuticos ainda tô suspeito, cara. É complicado. Complicadíssimo. Falar com o Almirante Cabral. Okay.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Matheus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies, we transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tirfredi was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The Congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
Não tô de
I need
boa.
to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantin know? I must go and see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our faiths.
Ele tem um ponto.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me, Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, no, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so... Cousin, I don't...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's in order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the Congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat, and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The Congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day.
Agora a gente tem reputação com os Náuticos. E quem é você?
Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cult, definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors. I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Opa. Ai, quem? Vasco. Meu Deus. Senhora. Quem que eu puxo, cara? Cara, vou puxar o Vasco. Dane-se.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Tá bom, então, essa... Calma aí, vamos respirar. Essa aí vai ser a missão do próximo vídeo. Pelo visto, a gente não vai parar. Até lá, já vai ficando por aqui. O negócio vai ficar bom.